The purpose of the Sabbath was a symbol of sanctification, a hallowed day, a perpetual covenant. Now let's see, why does the Christian world keep Sunday? Now look here, these are all sources from high, top-notch sources. It gets no better than this. Now look here. Sunday, so called because this day was anciently dedicated to the sun or its worship. Now we can go to Schaf, Hertza, Encyclopedia Sunday, Des Solos, if I'm saying it correctly, of the Roman calendar, day of the sun, being dedicated to the sun, the first day of the week. So as we can see, not only was this the first day of the week, not the seventh day, but then also this day was dedicated to the pagan gods. And you think that God is going to change his day to that? Let's go to a Bible encyclopedia, page 561, Sabbath, a Hebrew word signifying rest. Watch this. Sunday was a name given by the heathens to the first day of the week because it was the day on which they worshiped the sun. So on Sunday, the pagans worshiped their sun god. But on the Sabbath day, the seventh day, the Jews, Israel, worship their one true God.
Sunday, you're worshiping God. So Sunday isn't a day of rest. We're not claiming that Sunday is the Sabbath. Saturday is the Sabbath. That's what Sabbath means. It means Saturday. That's the day of rest. Sunday is the day of holy work. Sunday is the day of liturgy. It's the day that you worship God. So no, we didn't change the Sabbath. Saturday's still on our calendar. You can still rest on Saturday. That's why we usually, even in the secular world, we have the weekends off, because we have Saturday, the last day of the week, we have it off, and we have Sunday, the first day of the week, we have it off, right? That's part of the Judeo-Christian tradition. But Sunday is the Lord's day, because that's the day that Jesus rose from the dead, and that is the appropriate day to worship God. Because remember that we're in the new covenant. Jesus brings forth the new creation. There's only 7 days in the week, right? But Sunday it's not only is it the first day, it's technically the 8th day.
How does that make
right?
any
So
sense?
the 8th day, the number
Please,
8, especially
let me
in the ancient world, all numbers had significance to them. The number 8 is the number for infinity. That's why the symbol
so you're
for infinity is
practicing
a figure 8,
astrology and all this
right?
gematria stuff.
It means infinity. It means new creation. It means heaven. That's what 8 means, right? 7 is
By
the
the
number
way,
for
the
perfect
infinity,
things
the
in
8,
nature.
that's an
8
occult
is
symbol.
the number for things, the perfect things of the supernatural order. So it's appropriate to worship God, do the work, holy work, on the 8th day, which is the first day. And it's appropriate that it's the first day because it's the new creation. So creation started over with the new.
So like I said in the last video, he really tried to trick you guys. He said that we didn't change anything. Saturday is still the Sabbath. It's still the day of rest. But as you can see from what the commandments say from the scripture that I've given you, that was not just a day of rest. It was the day to worship God on, to memorize who is our creator. That was the day of worship, not Sunday. And you just admitted out your own mouth that you guys changed his day of worship. Daniel 7:25, and he shall speak words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and plot to change times and laws. Let's see if the Catholic Church fulfills this in Daniel. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Remember, with God, it was the forehead between the front lids of your eye and your hand. The beast, the devil, only requires one or the other, but God requires both. The Roman Decretelia, if I'm saying it correctly, and it says this: he could pronounce sentences and judgments in contradiction to the rights of the nations, to the law of God even, and man. He can free himself from the commandments of the apostles, he being their superior, and from the rules of the Old Testament. So as we can see, the Pope, he is free of God's law, man's law. He is free of what the commandments. He is free of the commands of the apostles. And they say he's even superior to them. I don't believe that nonsense. Oh, come on now. Even with the rules of the Old Testament? This is blasphemy of the highest order, speaking great words. This is plain as day, people. The Pope has power to change times, to abrogate laws, and to dispense with all things, even the precepts of Christ. Like I said, Blasphemy of the highest order, but not only that, speaking great words against the Most High. Go read Daniel 7. Go read Revelation 13. Go read Revelation 17. Go read Revelation 18. This guy fulfills it. By the way, since we're on this picture already, this symbol right here is not a Christian symbol. It is not a supposed Catholic Christian symbol. You want to know where it comes from? It comes from paganism. Morals and Dogma, Freemasonry, the occult book, they have this symbol within there. And I thought you couldn't be Catholic and then also be pagan. I thought you couldn't be Catholic and you can't be Freemason. But yet you see the symbol within the Freemason book, because I own the book, so I can speak on it. 2 Thessalonians 2, 3, and 4. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God. As we can see, the Pope fulfills this to the highest degree. And I'm going to keep showing you information. Like I said, you Catholics can't run away from these sources. And you can't run away from what the Bible says and what prophecy says. It's clear as day. The Antichrist is the Pope. It is the Catholic system. The Roman Catholic system is the Antichrist. The mark of the beast is National Sunday law. Pope Nicholas, quoted in Facts for the Times, page 55-56, 1893. The Pope's will stand for reason. He can dispense above the law and of wrong make right. Wow. So he can make good evil and evil good. Okay. All right. By correcting and changing laws. Now, this is another Catholic source. The Convert's Catechism of Catholic Doctrine, 1957, page 50. Don't run away from this one either. Which is the Sabbath day? Saturday is the Sabbath day. Watch this, though. Why do we observe Sunday instead of Saturday? Watch this, though. We observe Sunday instead of Saturday because the Catholic Church transferred the solemnity from Saturday to Sunday. So it was not Jesus, it was not God who did this. It was the Catholic Church who changed his day. What does Daniel 7:25 say? It gets no plainer than this. Watch this. Sunday, but no, wait, let me not even start. Catholic Record, September 1st, 1923. Your own source, your own concordance. That is the thing that's going to make you guilty. You just ran yourself in a rabbit hole, voice of reason. Sunday is our mark of authority. So let's reread this real quick. Sunday is our sign. That is their sign. That is their oath. That is their mark, their signal, their banner of their authority. The church is above the Bible. Wow. I'm pretty sure Paul would have never said that, nor any of the apostles. The church is above the Bible, and this transference of Sabbath observance is proof of that fact. These people are blasphemous and bold with it and prideful and exaltive themselves above all that is called God, people. It gets no plainer than this. Catholic World, March 1894, page 809. She took the pagan Sunday and made it the Christian Sunday, and thus the pagan Sunday dedicated to Balder became the Christian Sunday sacred to Jesus. He wouldn't have wanted it. Of course, the Catholic Church claims that the change was her act, and the act is a mark of her ecclesiastical power. Faith of our fathers, Cardinal Gibbons. Now, I know some of you Catholics going to be out there talking about, I don't care what they talking about. I don't care what they singing. They have no control over what I believe. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Because Cardinal Gibbons could excommunicate your butt. Yeah, Cardinal Gibbons has that type of power over you in your church, supposedly. So don't go off trying to talk and say that, oh, I don't care what Cardinal Gibbons or I don't care what the Catholic world says, because these are your sources before most of you were even born. And like I said, people like Cardinal Gibbons and Cardinal whatever such and such has more power over you and has more say-so over you. Ending on this note, I was in the spirit on the Lord's day. What is the Lord's day? If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord. Sabbath.